I'd like to share with you a story and a message that I've shared with graduation classes before this one, and it always really resonates when I reflect on this night and what it means in the life, not just of all of you who are sitting here, and not just of your families, but of our entire congregation, because this rite of passage affects us all, blesses us all, enriches our lives, and it is what we work for. It's why we have a congregation, why we build this place and keep it going. So the story is one that I hope in your 12 years of study and beyond here at Temple Israel you've heard a few times. It's this famous story of this man named Choni in the Talmud. And this tale of Choni, this man witnessing a man of very mature age planting a carob tree. And Choni asks this man how long it will take for the tree to grow. And the man answers, 70 years. Choni responds with so much tact, "You think you're going to live another 70 years? And the man says, "Well, I found grown carob trees in the world when I got here, so I will plant them for my children." And this is the extent of the story that's usually shared. And just reading this part, it's a story about building for the future, about a man who loves planting seeds and who patiently teaches the impatient Choni a lesson about being willing to build a future you may never actually see. And it is about that, but I think it's about more than that. For if we continue reading in this tale, we find that Choni actually does fall asleep for 70 years, and he wakes up and he sees the fruit of the carob tree. We would expect this to be Choni's dream come true. He should be overjoyed because he's missed the 70 years of waiting for this tree to have fruit. This tree is grown and the tree is plentiful. This should be all he ever wants. But the curveball is that when Choni wakes up and he comes to understand what has happened, he's actually miserable. He's miserable, the Talmud explains, because the period that he has missed, that period of the seed sprouting and the growing, bit by bit every day, the period of expectant waiting and watching and tending is gone. Choni has missed the journey, and even more than that, he's missed the chance to be changed, the way that journeys change us. I share this story with our graduates from time to time because it is the beginning of a powerful story for each of you. Late nights, broken hearts, studying when you'd rather be playing, playing when you should be studying, new and mature relationships with your family, picking the major you're supposed to pick and then realizing it's absolutely the wrong one, or picking the one that you're not supposed to pick and then realizing that actually your parents were right all along, taking chances and failing and taking chances and failing again, and being a little bit more ready for it the next time and the next, finding out you're not actually the best at something that you thought you were awesome at, and finding out that you're actually great at something you thought you were terrible at. Trying over and over again to find yourself, changing yourself, returning to yourself. That is what's coming when we leave high school and the shelter that high school offers. It's 70 years of growing and tending. And when he was questioning the man with the carob seeds, Choni thought the point was to get the fruit. But we learn from his misery when he wakes up after 70 years that for any individual person, it's not actually the fruit that matters. It's the growing. That's what brings the joy. So embrace the act of planting seeds and don't sleep through the growing. The journey's the best part is actually another message that the Talmud offers. So how do we find the strength to make the journey? It's not an easy thing. Committing to a bumpy road that is sure to shake us up and get us lost along the way. There is actually another part of Choni's story that I'll share with you, and one that I think offers us an answer, each of us, whether we're graduating from high school in the next few days and weeks or whether we are at a totally different point in our lives. Choni's full name in the Talmud is Choni HaMe'agel, Choni the circle maker. He's called the circle maker because of this strange part of the story. The Talmud says that Choni had such a close relationship with God that God would listen to Choni when he asked for things. So when there was a drought, Choni is called upon to relieve the drought by praying for rain, because God always listens to him. Choni came and he asked God for rain, and nothing happened. The story continues that Choni drew a circle in the ground, and he stepped inside the circle and asked again, saying, "Send the rain. I will not leave this circle until you do." And at this, God brought the rain, and Choni earned himself the name of circle maker. There is plenty of commentary on this story, but my message tonight is that the best place to be while you're working and waiting for those redemptive waters, whatever they may be in your life, the ones that make you be able to grow all the seeds you want, is inside a circle of your own making. We, like Choni, can draw circles. They are circles of community and circles of prayer and circles of holidays and Torah and friends and family, a circle of Jewish life and holy purpose. We draw our own circle in our own ways, each of us. And you have already begun to draw yours. And when the journey gets a little bit hard, a little bit long, a little bit confusing, a little bit painful, our tradition says stand inside the circle that you made and say to God, I'm not moving from this circle until the rain comes, until the trees grow, until tomorrow that I dream of is today. The circle is the best place to nurture what we plant and to wait while it grows. And the best part about that circle is that once you draw it, once you make it, it travels with you, inside of you, and through you, no matter where you go. So my prayer for our graduates of Temple Israel is this. May each of you, like Choni, be called circle makers in your life. May you form a circle of Jewish life and stand within it to achieve your dreams and make your journey. May you appreciate the growth that takes place while you're waiting. And may you, like the man in the story, also be an example to one another and a reminder that planting seeds is a holy kind of work, because it ensures that when the rain finally does come, something will grow. Mazel tov to each of you, and Shabbat Shalom.